You know, the biggest insurance plan I've done was actually a businessman, and when I went for a first meeting, I was unprepared. He grilled me on fine print, and in the end, I couldn't come with answers. In the end, he called me unprofessional, and with that, it was a big wake-up call. From then on, I always prepared more than necessary for any meeting, because to me, criticism means there's room to improve. Criticism means that there are things that are not done well enough, and today is about criticism. Today is about this book, what your financial advisor isn't telling you. When I first came across this book title, it irked me, but deep down I realized there can be things that can be learned, and today I'll be sharing with you some tips, some insights from this book so that you know a bit better on your personal finances. Today you'll be hearing the 7 best points from this book, and it starts off with this: nobody cares about your money more than you do. Absolutely true. You know, I have a very good friend. She always tells me, Liang, I trust you with all my money, but at the end of the day, I see it only as flattery. She should care about her money more than me, simply because, you know, it's like, if you want to be fit, you cannot just hold your fitness instructor for a miracle solution. You have to put in the right diet. You have to put in the right exercise. You have to push through the pain, have the same discipline. Same with financial stuff. At the end of the day, your financial advisor is a co-pilot with you. At the end of the day, your financial advisor is just to tell you blind spots. But if you care about your money, that's the first step to succeeding in personal finance. You watch your budget, you watch your spending, and you make investment decisions soundly, and that's how you actually succeed. So this point is very true. Nobody cares about your money more than you, and it should stay that way. The second key point is paying off your debt is the best investment. Now, it's also mentioned in this book that some financial advisors actually suggest investments for their clients while their clients actually have debts behind. Now, that's absolutely not correct. Someone who's professional in financial planning will certainly tell you that you have to clear your loans first, because no investment is guaranteed. No investment can get you out of your debt. The reason anyone is in debt is because, you know, expenses are wrong, because money is squandered wrongly. I've done before a previous video on OCBC survey on Singaporeans. I think like 10 to 15% of Singaporeans actually have credit card debt. That's actually very sad. That means there's not enough savings. That means that budgeting is done incorrectly. A financial advisor can't really help you too much in terms of budgeting. I can only share with you examples of how you can budget. A previous video, 50, 30, 20 rule in terms of budgeting. These are budgeting principles, but again, it relates to your first point. You have to take charge of your own financial destiny. Once there's free cash flow, a financial advisor can work for you what needs to be done to financial freedom, as well as protecting adequately. So again, paying off your debt, if you have right now, certainly needs to be done first before you do any investments or financial planning. The third point you should note is actually good debt can actually help you grow wealth. Now, this is actually mentioned in the book also. Fantastic advice so far from what I've been seeing. Now, good debt can actually be in two, which was actually mentioned in this book also. That is something I agree on totally. The first good debt is actually real estate. In Singapore, is property. If you have a house, mortgage rates are really low. Right now, it's like 2% or slightly lower than that. You can't borrow anywhere else cheaper than that. Some people actually suggest to keep monies in CPF OA rather than paying off home loan. That is correct if you have a bank loan. Keep money in CPF, you get 2.5% at least. If you pay off the bank, it's at 2% or less than that. So that is called good debt. The second part is actually on student loan. Now, if you're a young working professional, you have student loans. Most of the student loans actually have an interest-free period right on that until you start incurring interest and pay it off quickly. So understanding this in terms of personal finance is very crucial. You know when you should not pay off your loans. You know when you should finish paying off and avoid loans. Renovation loans, car loans, all this will eat you alive. But if you are savvy enough, you know that property loans are great. You know that student loans are great. So this is actually mentioned in the book. So kudos to it. That's still correct. Let's move on to the fourth point. The fourth point relates to conflict of interest as well as products with high fees. Now, let me address this. If you engage your interior designer, for example, does your interior designer tell you how much he earns from installing the fan? Does your interior designer tell you how much he earns from, you know, telling you this towel is good? No, it's not as transparent as even the financial services. When you buy a plan, there's actually a column whereby distribution cost is actually mentioned. I'll pull up for you to quickly see how it looks like. In any case, whenever a private client signs a plan with me, this portion is displayed transparently. This portion is gone through as part of the process of completion. So in a lot of ways, I have two suggestions. First, that will certainly shortcut your concern on conflict of interest as well as products with high fees. Look for plans that have been reviewed online before, because if it's lousy products with high fees, you have gotten shot down by forumers or by fellow practitioners, because everybody has a reputation to protect online. That is why over at the Astute Parent, I'll show you over here, I do a lot on product reviews, because if a product is lousy, you have not gone through the baptism of fire. Now, the second thing to take note of is, you can always ask your advisor, have you bought this plan for yourself, or have you recommended this plan to your own family members? If the answer is yes, you can feel a little bit more assured that this plan regardless of the fees, is probably a good enough plan. That is all that matters for you. Finding a right fit for your problems, for what you're searching for, is more important than zooming too much on fees. The bigger the plan is, the higher the fees are. That is how sizes of deals actually work. So relax on that. These are 2 key shortcuts. Take note of it, write it down, or if you have questions, leave them in the comment sections. I'll pick up specific on this topic because I think it's a point whereby it's over elaborated sometimes, and these 2 shortcuts certainly work a lot better. The 5th point is actually avoid the best performing mutual fund. Now, in a lot of ways, this is true because the best performing mutual fund of yesteryears is not going to do well this year. This has happened many times. When I was new to the industry, I remember there was this agricultural fund. Back then in 2007, 2008, commodities was really running up. There were so many commodities funds. And really, this gave me a lesson because I actually bought this commodity fund myself. I bought into the story, the hype, as a new advisor. But right now, I fully agree. The best performing funds of yesteryear is a very dangerous proposition. So look for funds that are not because they are sexy, but because they fit your objective and they have a good enough track record. They need not be the best performing. In fact, they're usually not going to perform that well this year if they're the best performing last year. The 6th point actually relates to financial advisor never talks about relationship and finances. It highlights that financial advisors are not marriage counselors. It highlights that financial advisors don't look at finances holistically, and financial advisors don't want to get involved in relationships. Now, maybe the author of this book, yeah, you're right, but seriously, how can a financial advisor get into discussions between a couple? It's absolutely difficult. It's nice on theory, but it also depends on whether a couple wants to open up. Not every couple is the same, and I always prefer couples to be united in their direction, but I cannot change that, and trying to change that is being disrespectful. So I think if you are in a relationship with someone, be transparent about it. That's why I have a previous video again, why couples should have a joint account. So when couples actually unite, it's much easier. A financial advisor cannot come in and solve a couple's communication problems instead of money. That's not the financial advisor's job. In any case, I disagree with that. I believe that a couple needs to work it out themselves. If not, they have the problems. It's not the responsibility of the financial advisor. So again, once a couple has a joint direction, like a joint retirement goal, in subsequent videos in this community, I'll be launching retirement topics. So again, smash on subscribe so that you'll get notified whenever there's a video released for that. A financial advisor's job is to help a couple reach retirement together. That is fantastic. If couple opens up to me, I'll be more than happy to do so. So okay, if you're a couple, you want to talk to someone, you're ready, you have communicated between each other, look for my links below. I can do a one-to-one session with both of you all. That'll be very beautiful. That really depends on a couple, and I think that point really depends. So let's move on to the final point, which is the 7th point. Is pretty interesting. The 7th point relates to becoming an automatic millionaire without a financial advisor's help. Of course you can do so. A financial advisor's job is not to help you become a millionaire. And in any case, a lot of millionaires, billionaires get to that status without the help of a financial advisor. But on the other hand, millionaires and billionaires also engage financial advisors. Why? Because financial advisors have their expertise in terms of estate planning, retirement planning, or in fact in terms of protection, or in terms of doing asset allocation for investment portfolios. So a financial advisor's job is not to help you become a millionaire. You can start your own business, become millionaire, billionaire, whatever the case is. But financial advisors have their own expertise. In this chapter, it mentions a few things which I've echoed before on this channel. You should automate your investments and savings. You should really track your expenses. All this, I have previous videos which I'll leave links for you that will help you, get to financial freedom. But nonetheless, again, reiterating, a financial advisor's job is to help you with protection, with asset allocation when it comes to investment portfolio if you're not savvy. With that, a financial advisor can be a useful friend. If you're looking for one, look for my links below. I'll leave links for you so you can reach me for one-to-one discussion. With that, again, any questions, put them in comment sections. I'll see you in a future video. Take care and goodbye.